Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Team Reactive question and answer session. It is Thursday, August 20th, and I'm actually taping this about an hour ahead of the scheduled time for the Q&A session, and I'm going to go over all the questions that have been asked. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. Once again, everyone, as a reminder, the questions, you would just go down right beneath the screen here in the comments section and type in your questions, and do it at any time the question comes to your mind. Don't wait till the show actually airs, because again, in this particular case, I'm having to tape it first. I have a dinner appointment here in a half an hour with some of the advisory council leaders. I'm actually up here in beautiful Salt Lake City, Utah, and it's been a great couple days of advisory council meetings. So let me jump right into it here and pull up some of these questions that we've gotten. First off, it looks like Annette Fluid has a question regarding which calls throughout the week are best to get future prospects onto. Well, Annette, our key thing is if they're just a prospect, that you put them through the ABC platform and the Genie process. So you're going to put them in there, classify them as hot, warm, cold, etc. Put as much information as you know. Genie will generate a script, and then you will then appropriately send them the proper piece of video information tool. Okay, so as they go through this process, as you follow up, if they've got questions they're asking, you can go in the library and send them resources depending upon which path they want to go down. We do have webinars, and we'll be posting a new one. Right now, the current version, which really is out of date, but you can still use, I'm using a sort of a beta test at paultyralive.com, but hopefully we'll get a new version of that up soon. And then we'll be posting to the teamreactive.com site as far as a link to watch a full, PowerPoint type presentation. But again, I'm going to really have you and refer you to the ABC platform. Get used to using that process, and the better you get, the more of a machine it becomes, and the faster you can go through people. And that's really what creating success here is all about. Remember, it's not about whether people say yes or no. It's about being able to talk less to more people, okay? And that's what ABC allows you to do. All right, Judy Schloss there says, is ASEA TGA certified yet? And I just had that discussion maybe about an hour ago with Executive Vice President Kurt Richards, and it's been a long process for TGA certification, and there's been some folks who have been sending over a product which caused a little bit of put a monkey wrench in things. So there's some discrepancies there and there. So it's going to take a little while longer. So to answer your question, no, currently we cannot ship our ASEA liquid nutritional supplement there. It's finishing up the whole process for the TGA. It's kind of like what we would call FDA here. But what's great is that the level of certification that they're going after is pretty much the highest one. So we'll be able to be classified and be able to make, or rather communicate, a lot of the product benefits. People have asked why they don't classify ASEA as a food product, which we could have. However, by doing it that way, then you cannot make any claims at all, pretty much any like health benefit claims. So that's why this TGA route that they went will allow that, but it takes a little bit longer to get. Okay, so that's a lot more involved in the process. All right, Rebecca Lee says, if a person doesn't have their own testimonies yet, could you give an example testimony for health and for a business testimony? Yes, absolutely. There are tons of them out there, but you want to be compliant. Remember, you want to be compliant. You can go to, for testimonies, you can go to ASEA's YouTube site, ASEA, which is youtube.com/ASEA video. Lots of great ASEA stories. At ASEA Global as well, you can see the profile videos of all the advisory council members there. And even there's some more profile videos on the YouTube channel as well. So definitely go and check those out. And again, be compliant. Oh, and it looks like that's the next question that Rebecca had is, to be compliant, how does a person know what words they can or cannot use in a testimony? Is there a guideline, and how long should a testimony be? These are great questions. Thanks so much, Rebecca. First off, the words you can not use okay, is with regards to the product, you cannot say ASEA cures, treats, or prevents any specific illness or disease. Okay, so and what I mean by a disease, a specific name of a condition. Like you can't say ASEA cured my diabetes. It cured my high blood pressure, cured my cancer, my whatever. Okay, you can't mention the name. Which you can, so you say, well, what could I say then? What could I share? You can kind of share how you were feeling. Okay, you can maybe say like, man, I used to get tired every day this time of the day, and since drinking ASEA, I don't do that. I don't have to take naps anymore. Or I find that when I wake up, I'm so refreshed now. I don't feel, I mean, I sleep so much better. I've got a great, I mean, I just feel well rested all the time. Okay, sleep is not a medical condition. Okay, so you basically, are along those lines. Have more energy, better sleep. You can say like, before taking ASEA, man, I could barely get out of bed, or I was stiff, sore, or things like that. I had a situation where, I had a health challenge and it prohibited me from participating in this or that. But now that taking ASEA, I no longer have that. I feel great. People telling me I look younger, blah, blah, blah. Okay, those are the kind of lines you would do on the product testimonial. So again, stay away from making any claims. Also, be sure to even provide additional layer of protection and let people know that you're not claiming ASEA cures, treats, or prevents any specific illness or disease. It's simply empowering your body with these redox signaling molecules, the same molecules that it's making inside of every single cell, every second of every day. And it's the same molecules that as you age, you have less and less of. So by replacing these molecules, it's helping your body to help itself, in essence, deal with its challenges. Now, with regards to business testimonials, you can't make any specific income claims. You can't say, look, you're gonna make $1 million next month. You don't have to do anything, stupid stuff like that. Mainly, you don't want to entice people to join the business just by making, based on the fact of how much money they're gonna make. Now, it's not saying you can't make specific references, and we have our income claim statements, documents that have been verified and validated what the averages are for certain positions. But you do have to even reinforce that, just like the health disclaimer, that, hey, these results vary, and it will vary depending upon, your level of effort that you're putting into building your business. So again, those are the key things with regards to testimonials. Are using statistics in testimonials concerning athletes and skincare a persuasive way to go? I think so. Seeing athletes' performance increase, and know that it was measured by an institution is very strong, as well as skincare. We've got all that data from Dermatest, from Stevens and Associates, etc. Just saw some great stuff that's going to be shared at Envision Conference. So everyone here wants to be at Envision Conference, but more stuff. Yes, it is great. And what is the guideline? Well, you're going to use the exact approved corporate marketing materials. The company put out a great science summary document recently, so I'm encourage you to refer you to that, because it's there right from them, and they've made sure they've ran it through all the compliance mechanisms. Okay, in pet testimonies, can we name the condition of the pet, such as arthritis? No, and that's a very interesting question. And how it's been described to me is the animal arena is just like the FDA pretty much. So you can't, be talking about specific conditions with animals either. Again, you can just say, look, my dog he walked like this before, and now he walks great, or something, whatever the experience was. But you can't, again, name the specific type of a condition. When an associate does a group product or business presentation, does it have to be approved by compliance first? No, but just be sure it's compliant. Okay, so again, be sure you're not having any of these disclaimers or whatnot. Again, we're working on a great presentation, a brand new one, that's going to roll out at Envision Conference. Matter of fact, a good portion of today we were dedicated to this new opportunity presentation. I'm excited to be able to present that at Envision. So I'll be presenting one version of it. Alan will be presenting one version of it. Mine's more opportunity focus. His more of the breakthrough focus. So I encourage you to, again, get to Envision and be able to see the new presentation. Because we're not just going to show you the presentation, you're going to get the materials and you're going to have notes under each slide, so you'll know exactly what to say. And of course, you can modify it to fit your presentation personality, if you will. We encourage you to do that. But the core slide deck there is what's going to allow you to to feel confident and comfortable of what to say on each slide. So again, it does not have to be approved by compliance, but if there's any questions, you may want to run it through compliance. If you feel like, oh, this might be a little sketchy, or this might be a medical claim or something, or this slide showing a picture of this, is this legit? You may want to do that just to cover yourself. Okay. All righty. Thanks so much for the great questions, everybody. Appreciate that. And once again, our next Q&A session will be Saturday, in 2 days from now, 10 a.m. Pacific time, which would be 1 p.m. on the East Coast. I encourage you to tune into there. If you ended up tuning in a little later this evening before the last question came in, again, I'm doing this an hour ahead of schedule, then I'm going to encourage you to come to post your question here and then come back again on Saturday to see them answered. All right, go ahead and have a fantastic rest of your Thursday evening, rest of the week, and I'll see you later. Take care, everybody. Good night.